Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Untold Secrets of Living Overseas. I'm your host, Shauna, and I'm just so excited to have Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, happy to be here.
Kelsey is joining us from Koh Samui, Thailand. She is a Canadian that decided to move abroad. Was it 3 years ago?
It 2 years ago in March, so it's been just over 2 years.
2 years. Wow. Time flies, man. And so she decided to move abroad. She found love. She got married. She runs her own business now. It's just like so many beautiful things happened from her moving abroad. And I preach this all the time because that's what happened to me too, Kelsey. And I'm just so excited to like have you on here because we're hopefully going to inspire a lot of people, open people's eyes to moving to Asia, but not only just moving to Asia, like for some of you that don't want to move to Asia, it's still just like the transformation and the journey we're going to be talking about. We are going to get a little bit into how she went, how she decided on Thailand and her lifestyle and also like other visa pathways and her long-term plan going forward. So anyways, Kelsey, thank you so much for being here. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, and I want to give you like a proper intro. So Kelsey is a marketer turned human design expert and coach. So she's got a lot of really cool things cooking. So she's very diverse, like just creating all these different businesses from when I've known her. And it's just really inspiring too to see that like you're able to go travel all over the world and like do your passions. So yeah, tell us a little bit more about you, what you're working on, and like also how do you sustain this lifestyle?
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks for the intro and for having me here. Yeah, so a little bit about me is I've been in marketing for I think 6 years now. But I specialize when we work together, I specialize in email funnels. So that was kind of my jam. I ran an email agency for a while and we worked on funnels, worked with a lot of coaches. And then I kind of hit this, I guess, wall where I was like, I don't think this is really where I'm meant to be. And I burnt out a few times, and that eventually led me to human design. So I actually work with my clients now where I use human design to essentially help align their business better with who they are as a person so they're not burning out and they actually like what they do. So how I sustain my life abroad right now is it's kind of twofold. So right now I have a few marketing clients that I work with one to one, but I am working on this new offer as it kind of comes more to me and the downloads come more to me. To incorporate human design with what I'm doing. So I think it's super important.
Wow. Well, for those of you who don't know what human design is, it's kind of like a chart that kind of shares how you are as a person, and it helps you also relate to the world, other people around you. And this is actually really key right now because so many people are like creating businesses and trying to figure out what they should do in life, and the human design can really give you a really good direction. Also with how to deal with team members and also things with your business like you shared. So I think it's really cool that you're kind of implementing that so you can help people that want to start their businesses, have businesses, and you also have the marketing and the business experience. So I think that's really cool that you're merging the two together.
Yeah, thank you. And like human design is like the science of differentiation, right? I mean, a lot of what's put out into the world is like we are all the same. We all operate the same. We all should work 9 to 5s. We all should do things like this. We all should hustle. We all should grind. But Shauna, as you know, being a reflector yourself, that's just not how everyone operates, right?
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
that, so you have different types. We don't have to
Yeah.
get too far in the weeds, but let me see. Let me see. We got reflector, projector, manifesting generator, generator. Is there another
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. And manifester. Yeah.
Manifester.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, like a lot, majority of the population is manifesting generator and generators. Generators
Yeah.
are the worker bees of society.
Yeah.
Manifesting generators are like CEOs, leaders, go, go, go. Like they have all these ideas, right? And they're just like
Yeah.
implementing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have lots of energy because they have a defined sacral center. You
Wow.
and me, on the other hand, 'cause I'm a projector, reflectors, and manifestors, we don't have a defined energy source, which is like our life force energy, which is why, I kind of like bulldoze my way through life trying to operate as a generator. So I always say I'm a projector in recovery from operating like a generator because I'm kind of rebuilding myself right now. And it's just
Right.
realizing that, like, and especially as women. as women, we have a 28-day cycle, so it's like a little bit more for us because we have different days where we're operating differently with our cycle and our hormones. So it's
So,
just learning that like maybe you operate differently and how do you fit your business to actually match that. So you're not actually hating, you're not making so much money, you're like, but I hate this,
well,
which
I'm
is
gonna
like,
do a consult with you.
yeah, yeah,
Because
I would
I
love
know, like,
to.
again, like our society teaches us the whole hustle bustle culture, which ties into why we moved abroad, because
Yes,
want freedom. But like back in the US and Canada, I think we're very alike that like it's like
that's the
not
same.
the grind, the hamster wheel, and then but not everybody is built, like you said, for that. So with the human design, like how actually should I be operating? I mean, I kind of know, and I try to take that into consideration. Of course, I can do better. So it would be really interesting for you to like,
I would love to. We'll do that. We'll schedule a reading.
hey, yes, please. And we're dropping your information in the description.
Yeah.
So so you kind of told us what you did for work. What is your lifestyle like? What does life look like in Thailand?
Oh, I get chills when you ask that question because uh like a few weeks ago was a full moon, not the last one, but the one before. We my husband and I we like wrote down like what we're so grateful for, but like the exercise was to write things that we don't have, but like as we have them now. And we realized that like most of the stuff we wrote we already have. Um
Wow.
so my day to day right now we're in Samui, we're going back up to Chiang Mai up to the north. Um, yeah, my day to day is it's really nice. I mean, it's hot, it's sunny, and that's something that will never get old. That is something that I get. It's so hard to go back to Canada and visit for that reason. And like, I don't live in a cold part of Canada. Like the stereotype is Canada's cold everywhere. It's not true. Like I'm from Vancouver. It's not very cold there, but it's rainy and wet.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's very hot, it's very nice, and it's a lot slower pace for sure. Even though like I've been self-employed for 6 years now, and technically like I've made my own schedule, it's just like it's different here. The energy is different. Um, People are with their families a lot more here. They're going out, they're playing at the beach together, and there's like so much unity and so much like just help between one another, if that makes sense. So my day to day is very simple. Like usually get up, I like sit and meditate and journal. I have the morning to myself. It's just like the best. It's the best ever just to like have time to yourself in the morning and not feel like you need to rush.
Yeah.
Um, Usually 3 to 4 days a week I'll work midday. Like I'll go to a cafe or I'll go to a co-working. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm like, what do I want to do today? Like, how do I make this fun? So I'll go and do that. And then I'll come back, hang out with my husband, maybe get a workout in, make dinner, and like it's just maybe go to the beach. Like it just yeah, it's really nice.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like a dream.
It is really nice.
Because Thailand is absolutely gorgeous too. I mean, those beaches are like those are that's the best beaches and snorkeling I've ever done in my whole life. I
Yeah,
went
it's great.
I we're so stoked to come back. My husband's brother
Yeah.
is getting married in March, and so we're gonna go over there, and then we're gonna spend maybe a month or 2 months. Like we're so excited. Like,
It's
oh
so
my
great.
gosh, it's just such a cool culture, and like you said, people are so nice, and it's so funny because regardless of everybody I've had on the podcast, the different countries people live in, the main thing everybody always talks about is community. Like
Oh, the
how
community
the
is huge.
people are different. Why is that? Why is it that America,
I don't speak
Canada?
Thai. I don't speak Thai, and like the community in our because we live in a little complex here, it's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big thing is people get scared that not knowing the language. And that's really hard language to learn. The letters are different.
Oh
Like,
my God.
is that
It's
not
so
hard to
hard.
live in a place where you don't speak the language?
No, I thought it would be honestly when I came over here, I'm not sure what I was thinking. I was just like, yeah, let's go like live my life to the full extent, like no thought process whatsoever. Um, I'll talk about that in a second, like how I ended up here, but it's not because it's not the same with every country I've been to in Southeast Asia. Like Vietnam, they just don't care. To be honest, like some people are really nice and want to help you, but for the most part, they're just like they can't. They're like we don't like they do their best, but they're like not, yeah.
You mean like
Um,
try to talk English?
yeah, so they're just like if you can't speak Vietnamese, I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand, right? Like if it's so interesting because people in Canada, this is great. people in Canada will complain when people come here and they don't speak English, yet they'll go to another country. They'll go to like Asia, somewhere in Asia, and they'll be like, well, they'll be frustrated that they don't speak English. Or I actually had this really just horrible eye-opening experience when I was in Koh Tao about 2 months ago. I was doing my diving certificate, and these two girls from definitely from the UK were like bitching out the 7-Eleven worker for not speaking English, and everyone around them was like mortified because they're like, "Hello, you're in their country. Like, why would they speak English?" And they're like, our people spend so much money in your country, blah blah blah. And I was like, everyone was like, "Whoa, what is going on here?" But it's just like it was like
Ooh,
not a. It was a very interesting experience.
weird. So yeah, I mean that's like a what do you call that? Like that's an intellectual problem, these girls.
Yeah,
Huh,
yeah, for sure.
they're not educated.
But yeah, it's not an issue because everyone really tries to communicate. And like a lot of people here have very basic English, but if not, we just do Google Translate. Like it's super easy. I've been taking lessons, but it's really hard. It's
Yeah.
really hard. And then I'm shy to practice it, even though everyone's like, oh, amazing. Like they love it, right? But it's hard. But I have friends who've lived here for 7 years and they're pretty fluent, and I don't understand how they.
Interesting. Maybe you can get a private tutor. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking when I get back to Chiang Mai would be private would be best because I'm in the culture, right? I'm immersed. Like it's the best place for me to try and learn because I can just practice.
why not?
But it's the language is very interesting.
Kind of gets to my question is like, how did you choose Thailand for your move abroad and moving abroad in general? I know there's a big trend with like most of my clients want to move to Europe and Latin America. Of course, Asia, I would love to start covering this. And that's why I wanted to bring you on too, is to talk about your experience and maybe open people's eyes to moving there. But like, how did you choose Thailand for your move?
So originally, I wasn't moving. I was just going to Malaysia for fun. I just didn't have a return ticket, but like subconsciously, I knew I wasn't coming back.
To
Um,
Canada?
yeah, I knew I wasn't coming back. So I went to Malaysia. I had a really good friend who lived there. But I really didn't like Malaysia and I was kind of crashing out one night. I was like, I really hate this. I hate it here. Like, I want to come back. My mom was like, at the time, my cousin was in Bangkok doing an internship as a chef. Mom was like, just go to Bangkok for a weekend because it's right there. It's like a 3 hour flight. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll go. It ended up being the same weekend as Songkran, which is Thai New Year. And I don't know if you've ever seen videos of it, but it's like a gigantic water fight. Like
I heard
everyone,
about it.
oh my God, it's the best. It's the best ever. Everyone's just because they believe water's like cleansing and transformational. And so they spray with water or you get blessings with paint. And that's the first look of Bangkok I ever had as I was there for 3 days. And I was like, I love this place. Like I want to come back. So I went back to Malaysia, spent a week in Bali, then went back to Bangkok for a month and yeah, just like lived there. And I was like, I love it here. But this was before I had my visa sorted out. And at the time, the visa on arrival was only 30 days. So I was really just traveling at this point, like just trying to sort my life out. So my visa was up for 30 days. I went to Vietnam for 3 months with my best friend, which was really fun, really good experience. Then I came back to Bangkok. And during this time is when they released the destination Thailand visa, which is a 5 year digital nomad visa. So I ended up getting my hands on that in December a year and a half ago.
Wow. Okay, I love this. I want to jump into the juicy details of that process, but why did you initially move abroad? Like what? I mean, you said you didn't know you were moving, but you kind of knew.
So yeah, so I've always wanted to, and there was always like this gnawing sense that I was meant to travel, that I wanted to like explore the world. And I always knew this. And this is why I had my own business because I was like, I want flexibility of location, time, whatever. I want to be able to do this. And this
Yeah.
is why I had a business in the first place. I just I just never went. Like either there was something in the way where I was in like a relationship or I was too scared. Like there was something, and then just one day I reached a breaking point and I was like, what the heck am I doing here? I booked a
Yeah.
ticket, left 6 weeks later. Um, and yeah, I've been back to visit a few times, but I've been out here for the majority of the time.
What were, if you, can I ask you, what were your reasons of wanting to leave? I mean, I know mine. It was like I never felt like I fit in back in the US. I always felt kind of like odd person out. I always knew I didn't belong in LA. Even I traveled around the US and lived in different places for work. And still, I was like, yeah, people are nicer in like Chicago and Louisiana and Texas, but like, I just never felt the culture was me. And it's just like, no matter what state I moved to, it was just still the same thing. Like, it was the grind, the hustle, because I was in corporate. What was your, and that, so that, when I got the taste of Europe for like 6 months, when I studied abroad, I was like, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
this is true freedom. Like, buying coffees and teas and being able to eat out with friends. And I was literally broke and poor, like a
Yeah.
thousand dollars a month, poor. I was still being able to do that.
Yeah.
And my rent was 600 euros a month, and I had to pay her cash. So I had like 400 euros left over. And I was like, how was I able to do that? And then
Yeah.
I was
That,
like, that was like a big thing for me. I was like, they're living out here. Like, this is not restrictive. This is like a beautiful, abundant culture. And it was like every country I went to, it was like that. So I knew there was a super big problem back home. So I don't know. That was mine. What was yours?
so I have like a laundry list of reasons, but I had this like inkling that I want to travel and I want to explore the world. Always had that. But transparently, during COVID, Canada was like really showed a lot of true colors, I would say, the government. And I don't agree with a lot of how the way our government operates. I really don't agree with it now. Um, and yeah, it just the whole way that all operated in Canada just really rubbed me the wrong way, and I felt really trapped and really scared. And I was like, this that really just like propelled me forward, and that definitely wasn't it. I definitely did struggle. I had friends there. I have one friend that I keep in contact with really now, and she's the best. I love her. She came and visited me last year.
In
Uh,
Canada?
no, yeah, in Canada, she came all the way out to Thailand to visit me. It was the best.
Wow.
And but I also felt like I never fit in. And it's interesting because my husband kind of has a different view because when he was living in because he's also from Canada, we met abroad, weird. Yeah, I will get into this in a bit, but when he was
Wow.
living in Vancouver, like he was around all these people and like business owners who like moving and grooving, but I really struggled to find that. Now I've done a lot of inner work and realized that like I wasn't probably attracting that because now my life is flourishing with amazing relationships romantically and friendship wise. So
Interesting.
I was the problem probably there. Um, but I just felt like I had like a gray cloud over me all the time. And I
Yeah.
just wasn't happy. I'm like, why is my rent $2,400? And then why if I want to get something smaller, I'm only saving $100 a month? And
Wow.
then I'm spending so much in moving costs. It's like, why does everything have a fee? Why am I going broke over fees? Oh,
Yeah.
I want to cancel my gym membership. Oh, well, you got to pay last month and there's a cancellation fee, you
Yeah.
know? Oh, your debit card went into negative. There's a $60 fee. I'm like, well, clearly I didn't have this $60 to begin with. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It's like it's and like
Wow.
I keep my Canadian phone number because I have like password like you have to keep your phone number unfortunately. But I put it on pause because I don't actually need the service. I just want to keep my number when I'm abroad. But I put it on pause when I was back there and I'm like just to confirm I will have no bill from you. And they're like, "Yep, no bill. I've been getting a $35 a month bill since it's on pause." So I'm like, like, what is going on here? And it's always constantly something where like I confirmed, then there's a fee, and it's like,
Yeah.
and then here for my phone bill, I pay for it at 7-Eleven. It's $8 a month, and that's it.
Wow. It's capitalism, which is definitely more prevalent in the West. It is spreading to the whole world, which we can't avoid because us humans have, yeah, it's just crazy what's going on. But I totally resonate with what you're saying. But it sounds like what happened with you, and I think this happens with most people, is you weren't in a place where you could create. And once we move abroad, it's a catalyst for change and your brain starts operating differently. New neural pathways are created, new emotions then are created, new connections are created, and now you can operate from a different level because you're like, "Oh, I'm so inspired right now. I'm sitting on a beach or I am in Bangkok, and it's not always, roses and
No,
cupcakes
I
and
I
summer.
really went through it. I
Yeah,
really went through it my first year here. But that's 100% true. And like, think about it from this capacity is like, if you're spending all your time worrying about how you're going to pay your bills or worrying about this and that, or worrying you just aren't happy, or like, what am I going to do? Is it's just going to be my life? Like, YOLO, and I'm sitting here and I hate my life. Like, and you're just constantly worrying. There's no room for creativity to come in because you're
right.
just worrying about stuff, which is so
Creativity
true.
creativity and creation. And when we talk about creation, it's like creating that opportunity of that business, creating the love. Like it's all aspects of your life, essentially. Like it could even be like physical health, mental health, your actual immune health, like everything. It trickles down
Yeah.
to everything.
Or even just having like feeling like you can take a afternoon off, creating space. That's huge for me.
Yes,
Um, and I never felt like I could do that in Canada because I felt like if I wasn't constantly trying to make money, then I would go broke and homeless and lose everything
for sure. Yeah.
because everything's so expensive there.
It's just really interesting. And it's like it's very true that your environment does it has a really big impact. So why not choose an environment where okay, tell us how much it costs to live in to live in Thailand. Like if you're,
Uh,
different ranges. I know everybody can have a different budget. What's like the cheapest to like if you want to live lux, you know?
so I'll say our bills first. So I think between my husband and I, like rent, groceries, insurance, that kind of thing, we spend about 3,500 Canadian a month. So that's probably,
Together?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I think that is 2,500 American, I
That's
would
so
say. Yeah, and then so okay, our rent is 1,100 Canadian, so 800 American, and we live right by the beach. We're right across, basically like a 5-minute walk from the beach. It's great. It's a little one-bedroom house. It's like Thai style, but it's modern. Like the furniture's modern. It's a Thai style house, but it's like comfy furniture because
and
Thai style furniture is
There's
very hard.
AC too.
Pardon?
AC as well.
Yes, yeah, definitely. AC. Oh my gosh, we need it right now. And then groceries, I think we're about at 1,000 roughly a month. Like that's like we eat well. Like my husband eats double what I eat. He eats a lot. He's very tall, like so he
Yeah.
needs a lot of fuel. And there's different ways you can do it, right? So when I started traveling, when I came over here first, I was doing Airbnbs. Now
Yeah.
we have a proper lease, like we're doing it properly. So when you do a lease, it's cheaper. Airbnb actually can get quite expensive here. Like when I was looking originally, because we were gonna do Airbnb, it was pretty expensive. Like a small 32 square meter apartment was almost $2,000, which is a lot.
Right.
And that's very small. I would have gone mental. So when you actually go on like Facebook Marketplace and you join, that's how you kind of find places around here. We were able to find something bigger and significantly cheaper through a lease because like people obviously through Airbnb they're trying to make money from tourists, right?
Right.
So I would say at very bare bones, like if you're really slugging it out, you probably could live on maybe like a little bit less than $1,000 a month.
Wow.
Um, because you could, but that would be like not like such a good place. You're probably not spending like you're not living great. Like you could really slum it out, right?
Yeah.
But if I've watched interviews of people like Thai people in Bangkok where they're saying, "Oh, how much money do you need to live comfortably?" And some people say 16,000 or 20,000 baht, which 20,000 is about $1,000 American.
Oh, wow.
You definitely can do it. It would just be an adjustment to like what you're used to, lifestyle wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Luxuriously, you can live really good here for about 5 grand. Like really, really good. Like nice place with a pool, like
Like
really, really
Villa vibe.
yeah, exactly. Villa vibe. Um,
Wow.
yeah. And obviously like there's things that you can spend more money on and stuff like that, but like you can live really well for about 5 grand.
So that for that 3,500 a month, are you guys getting massages like every week?
Well, yeah. Yeah, so we do, yeah, some of the massages are really like they're really cheap for us. Obviously, they're cheap for a reason, but You can get like an hour massage for 350 baht, which I believe is
$6 or
about 12 American.
wow.
So I go and I'm like, I'll get an hour regular massage and I'll get an hour foot massage and I'll really go out. It's super nice.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, so it's nice. But later I'm getting some acupuncture done in my neck and it's about uh, $40, I think. I'm not
Wow.
sure.
So cheap. Oh my God. So this
Yeah.
is really cool to hear about the prices. Now you said the lease. Is it hard for foreigners to get a lease? Because I know buying property is a whole thing in Thailand, which we don't need to jump into the weeds about. But I know you do have to be like Thai to buy, or you have to do this like shareholder
If
lease.
you're buying land, if
Okay.
you're buying like a house, but this is a new visa they actually just released, is buying a rental property or buying a property, not rental, buying a condo. So if
Okay.
it's in the air, it's not land, so you can buy it. And you
Oh,
can actually get a visa.
foreigners.
Yeah,
What is
foreigners can
that
buy.
one, that one called?
I have no idea. It's a new long-term visa.
Okay.
But renting's super easy. There's different websites like DD Properties or 66 Properties where you can go on and look at things, but I'm just in a few groups on Facebook, like on Facebook, and I just will go there and it's kind of like my guilty pleasure to like look at apartments and stuff all the time. So I'll go there and we'll just that's how we found this one was on Facebook Marketplace and
Wow.
my husband just messaged the guy and then we went from there.
And it's pretty safe, like no scam, like you have to be careful about scams. What's the typical like, do you have to do down like first month, last month, security deposit? How does it work? And like how long do you do the leases for?
You do have to watch out for scams. I've never had an issue. I have heard about scams, but I personally have not had an issue.
Wow.
I just like I wouldn't transfer anything before, like just
Right.
straight. Um, what was the other question? Sorry. Oh, how does it work? So it
How
depends.
does it work with the deposit and like how long your lease is and things like that?
It depends. So this one we had originally for 3 months and then we extended for 1 month. Um, we had to give just a damage deposit. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. We had to give a damage deposit, and then we paid our first month rent. That's all we had to give up front. Some places now we're looking up for Chiang Mai. Some places I'm like, hey, will you do from June to February? Because we're only looking for 8 months, and they're like, no, sorry, only a year. Or they'll be like, yeah, we can do 8 months, but it's going to be this price instead. So typically they want to get it rented out because actually what we are seeing in Thailand right now, especially in Bangkok, is there is a surplus of apartments. So people are really hungry to get them out. Ideally, they would like 1 year, but they know there's a lot of people who are traveling who are expats that sometimes only want a month, sometimes only want 3 months, so they can definitely work with you. It's just a little bit of you gotta like finesse it.
Negotiation. But that's
Yeah,
really cool that it's flexible and that there is a surplus of housing.
yeah,
Because the Netherlands, on the other hand, Ireland, those countries, it's like super hard to find housing.
really.
Yeah. People have a lot of problems. So
Hmm.
this is really good. Okay,
Yeah,
can
I always stress myself out about finding apartments, but there's no stress. Like I really don't need to. Like it's okay.
you don't need to have a house a lease before the visa. A lot of countries you need to have um a lease before the visa, like Portugal, Italy,
Mm.
Netherlands at some extent you need a lease at later, but interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. So talk to us about the visa pathway you chose.
Okay, so I've been running the DTV for just almost a year and a half now. I got in December 2024. Um, it's yeah, the destination Thailand visa. It's not a long-term visa, it's a 5-year visa. You can get it for a few things if you're a digital worker,
Yeah.
um, a remote worker.
I'm going to
Um,
share my screen too so people can
yeah.
see those of you that
And
are
you
in
can
video
yeah.
version.
And then you can do it for Muay Thai, you can do it for medical purposes. You just have to make sure that you check off all it's the red one on the right, the bottom right.
This is crazy. You said that you can do it for Muay Thai, the destination Thailand visa.
Yeah, you have to have a gym that sponsors you and you have to still check off all the requirements, but you can do it through Muay Thai, which is really cool.
This is crazy. I'm looking at these visa categories. There's literally 6, 9, 12, 15. There's like 17 different visas you can get in Thailand. This is insane.
Yeah, yeah,
So if we
yeah.
click
It's
on Destination Thailand visa, aka what people do for the digital nomad, then you
yeah.
click on workation, digital nomad, and talk to us about like how did you know what to bring? Is this like easy?
Oh, it's all online. I didn't have to bring anything. I just submitted it, which is great. It's super easy. So I was pretty stressed out about the process because I wanted to stay here and I didn't want to do anything wrong. And at the time, I wasn't flourishing like I am now financially. And given like it's not expensive compared to other visas, like I believe it was 600 Canadian for this visa, but I was worried about it getting rejected and yada, yada, yada.
Like
Uh,
600 to apply for it or
yeah, to pay for it. But if you get rejected or approved, you still lose the money kind of thing. It's gone. You pay for it.
that's quite pricey compared to, well, it's kind of like a European, it's interesting. Because
Mm.
it's like the European ones are normally like 100 to 200, but the proof that you have to show to get it is like way up here. So
Oh,
the European ones are quote unquote cheaper, but not really because it's like you're going to Thailand.
time.
It's like then you're
Yeah.
going to save your money there. So that's interesting that it costs 600. But that
Mm.
whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, so basically, I just submitted my passport. I took a photo of myself that's on the visa now, and I wish I took a better photo, but that's okay.
Ah,
And then a document indicating your current location. So you can't actually apply from in Thailand. You have to apply from out of the country. When you come into the country, it starts it, like it activates it. It's activated from when you get approved, but activated officially when you get in the country.
how did you
Um,
show this document indicating current location?
so I was in Malaysia at the time. I just showed my passport stamp.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so super easy. And then financial evidence. So 500,000 baht is like 15 to 16,000 American. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's about 20,000 Canadian. I just showed a photo, like I just uploaded three bank statements. Um, Actually, I uploaded one statement. Some people were asked to submit more. Some people were asked to submit 3 to 6. Like it just depends because they can push back and be like, can you show me two more documents or whatever. I didn't have
In
to
a
do that.
savings, like in a savings or a
Yeah,
checking, you had
it
to
has
show
to be in, yeah, it has to be
15,000 to 20,000 US approx.
yeah, in a bank account. It has to be in one account. So it can't be like 5,000 here, 7,000 here. It has to be in one account. And it has to be in a bank account, liquid cash, not in like a trading account.
Interesting. Okay, so they all they care about is savings. They don't want to see passive income, remote work income. It can
No,
just
so they do. So if you get down to number five, basically what I did is employment contracts. So because I have my own business, I just used ChatGPT to come up with like, this is what I need, like a contract saying like, this is what I do. I'm the business owner. And I attached invoices and Stripe payments so they can actually see that it's legit. And then I also had to attach like my business license and my business number. Thank God I saved that somewhere. I don't know. Old past Kels was thinking ahead because I knew exactly where it was. And yeah, so basically they just want you to prove that you can work remotely, you have income coming in, you don't have any intention of taking jobs from Thai people, and that you're good to go.
interesting. So this employment contract, because it's your business, you can't like have an employment contract to yourself. So you just like wrote a letter stating that you like own the business. This is the scope of work you do. Like this is how many clients you have, how much money you make. You swear to not take jobs from Thai people. It kind of sounds like the other ones that we have to do. Is that kind of what you wrote on the
Exactly.
letter?
I mean, I didn't have to put in there that I wasn't going to take a Thai job. It's just kind of like implied if I have my business and stuff. They just want to see that like you have proof and you're not going to be like a bum who like is just lying and then all of a sudden you're begging for money on the side of the road or your embassy needs to fly you back or you're secretly taking jobs from Thai people. They just want to make sure that you have like you got it going on before they let you in.
Wow. Any translations or like notarizations you had to do?
Nope.
English. Oh wow, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, what
Yeah.
about the sponsor letter thing? Did you have to do a sponsor letter? No, because
No, so that is if,
you
for example, my husband and I applied to, like, let's say we applied together, but I don't work anymore.
mm,
He would apply a letter and be like, "Well, I support her financially. These are all our statements. We're applying together." Or your parents can do it if you have like
God.
rich parents or something. Yeah,
See, that's easy then, because some people don't have the 15 grand. So, but if their
you need to
parent,
have that. You need to have that in cash. Like someone needs to have it.
but it can be in your parent's account,
Yeah,
and then they just write you a letter.
yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. That's so cool. And so you got this for 5 years?
yeah. It's just crazy. It's already been a year and a half.
So what do they do? Like after you get this, they send you a paper visa via email?
Yep, it's just a visa. Yeah, it's just they email the you get like a notification. I got asked for more documents, which was like just proof of like the Stripe payments going into my bank account. Something that they approved it within like 5 days, and then yeah, they just emailed me my visa, and I have it, and I show it every time I go into the country, and every 90 days we have to do a check-in with the embassy or with immigration. Just I'm not sure why. All visas are like that, even like teacher visas, work visas, whatever.
Wow.
And
Are they
then we have
strict? Are they strict on the days? Like what if you're like 91?
so you so funny enough, you get I think there is I believe it's a seven, you can go up to 15 days before your date and up to 7 days after. And I totally forgot about this, completely forgot about it. And I was actually talking to my friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, we have to do this check-in. And I'm like, we're way over the date, whatever. Let's just roll the dice. I ended up being like, let's just check. And we were 3 days to the date. I'm like, okay, we have to do this. Because I think you would just have it's hard because like there's rules, but sometimes they color outside the rules. You know what I mean? It's like you could just have to pay a fine for missing the check-in, or they literally could just strip your visa and kick you out of the country.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so you don't want to miss that.
No, so we did it and everything. Yeah. And then every 180 days, you have to leave the country or you need to ask for an extension.
Oh, so you have to consistently ask for an extension every 6 months?
Yeah. Yeah, you just it's like doing the 90-day check-in. You just go and ask for extension. But the thing is we still travel a lot. We are out of the country every like this is the first 90-day check-in we actually had to do because we've always left in between that time. Like we've gone to Bali or we went to Vietnam or like
If you
whatever.
leave, you don't have to do the 90-day check-in.
No, no. So sometimes I'm like, let's just get out, let's go for a weekend because I don't want to go sit at the immigration and wait. Like I'd rather just leave the country for a weekend. It's easier
And they
almost.
speak English at immigration?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Amazing. So how did you do this? You created an account and you just
yep,
upload the documents digitally?
yeah. Super easy.
Wow. How long did it take you to get approved?
5 days after I submitted.
Holy
Yeah, super
shoot.
fast. Yeah, it was nice.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah, it was
Anything
really
else
awesome.
you want to share about the process?
So there's lots of companies who will do it for you. They're agencies. It's not worth the money to do it that way. Like do it yourself.
Wow.
It's almost scary because it's a visa and you really want it so bad and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to screw it up," but it's really hard to screw up. There are people who get rejected and they're like because there's a Facebook group for the GTV and they're like, "I don't know why I got rejected, blah blah blah," but it's like I doubt they would just reject you if everything checked out. To be honest, like I don't know why they would just be like, "You're rejected." Doesn't make sense. There's probably something you're not telling the Facebook group here.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so it's super easy. Like you can use ChatGPT to, if you're self-employed, to type up a contract that says, "I'm employed," or sorry, "This is my business. This is what we do." And then if you just work remotely for a company, you just get them to draft up an employment like it's so easy. So don't like yeah, okay, if you really want to be lazy and go with the agency, but they're pretty expensive. Like they're a couple $1,000s.
Holy shoot.
Hmm.
Well, my
So
academy, I'm way less than that. And I have unlimited support, and then
Yeah.
they can apply with me to like help them check over
Yeah.
documents.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So it's looks like that if you get denied, you can reapply.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Most of the
Um,
visas guys in the world, all because you get denied doesn't mean you can't reapply. So
yeah.
most, yeah. So, but don't worry about that. As long as you have the financials, you should be good. And how
Yeah.
did they ask for you to submit the extra supporting evidence? Was it like via email and then you had to log back into your portal and upload?
Yeah, so I just said they asked for some supporting documents and then I just logged in, it says what it needed and I just uploaded. But I just made sure to upload it like and then some, you know? So
Yes.
like here's my Stripe going into my bank account, but here's this for the past 12 months, you know?
You wanted to go overboard.
Yeah, because I'm like I want to go because like you have to leave the country, right? I'm like I'm here on like a trip, a quote unquote trip, but I'm waiting for my visa to be applied so I can go back.
Right. Okay. And did you do any cover letter or like intention letter? Because like a lot of these countries, the checklists aren't actually right. Were there any extra documents you had to provide? Like Spain, some of the consulate websites say they want the letter of intent, and then other consulates don't say it, but then they end up asking for it at the appointment.
Oh shoot. No, it was there's a lizard just running outside right now.
Oh,
It's so funny. No,
once.
yeah, he's a big one. He hangs out around our house all the time
So
and
cute.
loud. Um, no, that was it basically. There's nothing extra. There are the big best recommendation I would ask, like I would say to people if they're gonna apply, it would be do it themselves, but also go on Facebook and type in DTV because there's a Facebook group you can join. You can ask questions, ask them anonymously because there's some people who are just mean. They're people are like, oh, I don't know, like if they're just asking a question because they're curious, and someone's like, well, obviously you can't do it this way, and it's like, well, they wouldn't be asking if they were unsure, so ask the question anonymously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, people can
Yeah,
be mean in Facebook groups. But I
yeah.
agree, those are really great resources. So amazing. And you talked about a couple other visa pathways. What are some other ones for Thailand that you're seeing people do? Just high level, not anything detailed.
Yeah, high level. So most people I know, they're either on the DTV because they're remote workers, or they're on a work visa because they're teachers.
Okay, got it.
Obviously, that you can't just apply for that one. You need to have a job lined up. Um, there's also they just released a new one. It's a long-term visa where you can buy a condo.
Yes.
Obviously, it's for a certain amount of money. I think it's like just under 80,000 American you have to spend on a condo, but you get a visa for that. But that's one that has to renew every year.
Wow.
Um, there is a retirement visa. Obviously, you can't get that until later, but I have heard whispers that they are looking to drop the retirement age a little bit.
Oh,
And then the other one I know is obviously for marriage, if you get married. And then the other one I know as well is the DTV kind of replaced this one, but it was called the Elite Visa, and it was a 5-year visa. It's like 25 grand or something, but it's the same thing as the DTV basically.
oh, interesting.
But that's been out for a few years. The DTV has only been out for it'll be 2 years in the summer, so July.
Yeah.
So I don't think most people are going through the Elite now because it's so much easier to get the DTV.
Wow. I just love their website's really easy to use and it's super user friendly, I would say. And it's like it's very basic, these visa requirements. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like
very.
anybody that's listening, you guys could have a lot of success with Thailand. Okay, so what are your guys' long-term plans going forward? Like, is this a permanent residency pathway? I don't think so, right? Like, I don't think this is a pathway to citizenship, correct?
It's actually very hard to get that here. I haven't actually looked into that in full detail, to be honest. But to get citizenship or residency here, it's quite challenging,
Okay.
unless you're marrying a Thai person.
Yeah.
Um,
But
so
what people do is they just continue to renew these visas, and that's how they stay in Thailand. And I mean, till you die, you could do that.
yeah, I've had friends here for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And the
who aren't
retirees,
married,
they
who are
just keep
very
renewing.
single. Yeah. Yeah. They just keep renewing, keep running back the hits. So
Love.
yeah, it's not so which is kind of like scary and it kind of is like a little bit of an unknown because obviously like we're building a life here and whatever, and I love it here. I don't want to leave yet. But long-term plans is we don't really know. Like we're just very open. We're like we have intention on staying here because obviously like we would really like to have kids within the next year or two. I would
Amazing.
like to have them right now, but it'll be a year or two for sure. And there's no
Congrats.
thank you. And there's no benefit to us having a kid here for the kid to get like a passport or something that doesn't, it's not the same as Canada. It doesn't work like that. So long-term plans, we actually don't know. We get asked this a lot by our family because they're like, well, if you have kids, are you going to stay there? As of right now, yes, we would like to. I would like to have my kid here, our kids here. But that might change, right? Like my husband has his he can get his Brazilian and his Portuguese passport, so we're working on that because I would like we would like for me to have that as well. So that
Yes.
yeah, so we'd have flexibility to go to Europe, right? Because it's Europe looks like it's also a decent option as well because it's closer to Canada and it's just like I've actually never been, so I can't speak from experience, but it would be just as good of a place to raise our kid as well.
Yes.
So
For all the services, the
yeah,
safety, everything.
yeah, quality of food is a big one for
Quality of
me.
life.
Quality of life, like, and then it's easy to go back to
Portugal,
Canada.
Portugal, I think, is rated the eighth safest country in the
Yeah.
world. It's like 7 or 8 or something right now.
Yeah. So Portugal is definitely kind of on our radar, for sure. We just don't know. We're just very open to
Yeah.
things and kind of where life takes us. Because the one thing is too, right, is it is a 5-year visa. Do we know if we can even renew in 5 years? No, because nobody has had that chance because it's so new. Do I think they're going to take it away? No, because we spend like these types of people spend a lot of money here. So I don't
Yeah.
think they'll take that away. Um, so yeah,
Amazing.
we'll see. We're just kind of figuring it out as we go, and yeah.
I'm so happy for you. Look
Thank
what I
you.
got in the past 3 months, Kelsey.
Oh my
I got my
goodness.
Czech citizenship finally.
Wow. And that was like 2, 3 years in the making, right?
Yes. So you're next for the EU citizenship.
Yeah, it's a process. I didn't know. I'm like, okay, well, we're married. Give me my passport. And that's not how
No,
it works. It's like a long time.
you got to do time. You got to do time there.
Yeah, so we'll have to, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out when and if we go, but congratulations on getting your Czech citizenship. That's
Yeah,
huge.
and if you guys ever obviously need help, I'll help you guys move to Portugal.
Oh yeah. I already know who I'm calling, so.
So, I always like to ask people this. What's your final secret for those on the fence who are looking to do this and move abroad in the next 12 months?
Oh man, if it's put on your heart, like you should do it. And I will always say this, a lot of people are like, they kind of get stuck up. They're like, oh, what am I gonna do if I don't like it? You can go back. Like it's always waiting here. Like it's so funny because my husband has actually 1 year of living and traveling abroad together is coming up in a couple weeks. And I let him come to this conclusion on his own. Like originally I was going back to Chiang Mai when we started dating and he was going to come because he actually had everything was lining up for us to date. Like he had a retreat up there and originally he was going to go back to be like Canada because he really wanted to be in Vancouver, and I just was like he'll figure it out on his own, he's smart. But he was just like, well, what if I don't like it over there? Like I love my apartment. And he kind of came to the conclusion of like I don't really want to be here, and if I go and I don't like it I can just come back.
Exactly. But he
It's
likes
not
it,
that
right?
fucking he loves it. Oops, sorry.
Is that
He
right?
really
It's
he
okay.
loves it. He
I
loves
remember
it.
us having the conversation of he was hesitant about going.
Yeah. And just I was just loving on him, like whatever all I knew is like I'm not going back. So if we are making this work long distance, that's great. I will welcome that in open arms. But I knew he would like Chiang Mai. I didn't think because we were just getting to know each other when he came to visit me in Bangkok. We were just like talking. I'd never met him in person. But Bangkok's a crazy big city. It's busy, it's hustle and bustle. It's a lot for me at times. He liked it, but I knew like as more I got to know him, I knew he loved Chiang Mai, which is where I like to be, and he just loved it. He's like, this was. I remember it was like a few weeks after, and I was kind of like, ooh, like how's he feeling? And he just loved it.
I'm so happy to hear that. And you found love and you have a business. It's just like so many things blossomed. And I think that's the biggest takeaway is just like go for it, guys. And So for those that want to get in touch with you, Kelsey, how can they do that? I'll be dropping the links too in the description.
Yeah, the best way would be through my Instagram, which is at copykels, so COPYKELS.
Cool. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to her. If you want to connect more on business stuff, because she is doing coaching, um, you can reach out to her on Instagram. Oh my gosh, Kelsey, it was so good to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on.
thank you for having me. It was so awesome.
Kapkung ka.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Nice.
good.
Yes, you are. You're
All
ready to
right, see
rock
you
and
in
roll.
Thailand in March.
Yes. Yeah, you'll have to let me know when you guys are coming here.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Thank you.